in winners finals, going up against, once again, Blaze and Godly. To get here, they took it over Marker and Razorhawks. So, everybody, let's get into it. Game number 1, stock number 1, let's make it happen.
Yeah, you talk about Acno and Neeze not top 8ing winter doubles. Oh, geez, starting this one off, Acno and Neeze already picking up a huge 2v1 combo. Blaze was in the orange, and when I started the sentence, but then the neutral sig came out from Acno. Meanwhile, Godly might be taken off the top. This is a great opening for Acno and Neeze. And I was just about to say, like, they were a question mark for this weekend. They got 9th at Winter Doubles Championship, and yet they opened this one up with an official double KO for Neeze. This is why I put them in my top 3.
Yes, I agree with everything that you've just said, except that kind of see Godly and Blaze do this on the first stock in the first game.
I'm not saying Acno and Neeze are going to come out victorious in this set, or they're going to be the new rulers of EU. Of course, there's the potential there, but of course, my money is still firmly on Godly and Blaze, which is why I put them in first place.
Figuratively, not literally.
Yes.
Because that would not be good. At the moment, though, Neeze going to get knocked off stage, gets the weapon knocked off of him. Neeze, how do you make it back on there? Sidelight is a really nice quick get off me option. Acno going to be looking for the sidelight recovery onto Godly, sliding off with that layman side sig, not able to connect any of them, gets knocked off deep off stage, and you can't make it back. You know, Godly really knows, hey, I don't have to commit. You dodge the weapon toss. I will be right there to GC light you, do whatever it is that I can.
And then instantly, they're going to put a quick 50 damage onto Neeze as Acno is respawning.
Okay, and light, oh, Neeze, no follow-up. I really like the idea, though. Tries to go for that end sig, not going to be able to find it successfully.
Nice.
That time around, though, it does actually connect. Look at this lead for the blue team, my friend.
They're opening up huge. Acno, maybe 80 to 90 damage. Same thing for Neeze, but they have a full stock lead up on Godly and Blaze. And we're not very long into this game. It's a minute 50
not at all.
right now.
A minute 50, everybody is holding forward. That everybody's getting the KOs that they're looking for, but able to connect the side sig. Brit side sig just covers so much rage. Acno being nice and patient, making it back onto a stage. Okay, huge potential team combo. Blaze doesn't actually get the interruption with the end light. Godly took a lot of damage. Acno gets knocked off deep, and as a result, they're able to 2v1 Neeze. Okay, you get the side light, you get the neutral, you get the weapon toss as well.
Oh, that was so close. Acno still has not lost his second stock, and Godly is basically where he is on final. Acno and Neeze are opening up so strong. What a follow-up off of the soft platform, off of the side light nair from Acno's axe. Neeze's neutral sig comes up. Beautiful placement, beautiful timing, and that's a wrap, Dara. Look how easy that was for Acno and Neeze.
You know, it is not often that I feel like a Wushang Ensig was cool. That one was cool. When it's like side to side and somebody does like, I don't know, like spear neutral light into Wushang Ensig, then it's like, okay,
and
fine.
It's like, we get it, bro. We get it.
Undo them, and then that was like
sick.
a GC Ensig, or it was either off the platform, I forgot. That was pretty sick. That was really cool. And that means that blue team is actually going to be taking game 1, and they took that game 1 confidently.
Definitely. Through the entire time, right? There wasn't like one single moment, one acute moment that they got ahead and then they just held onto the lead barely. Like, no, they were firmly in control the entire game. And we see no legend swaps from these players. And this is the first game that Blaze and Godly have lost the entire day, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
Really? Okay, usually we see like that stock 1 start off a little bit shaky, but now guess what? Acno and Neeze, they are doing amazing at the moment, is what I would say, until Acno, the stock tank of the last game, ends up losing his first time around. Is this going to be the Blaze Godly adaptation that we see, that we have been seeing all day long? Well, we'll just have to find out. At the moment, though, Godly.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be Godly and Blaze both gone. Somehow it is blue team, somehow it is Neeze hanging on to this lead.
And that was such an easy pickup that Neeze grabbed, because normally the Gauntlet in light, not a KO move. It got nerfed a while back. That kind of took it out as one of the KO moves for Gauntlets. But if you in light, all Neeze has to do is hit that in-sig, and all of a sudden a non-KO move turns into a KO move.
This is a different Neeze and Acno right now. They are playing phenomenal at the moment. Neeze able to get the recovery, getting in there, tries to look through the neutral, not able to get that side light. Good dash dodge from Godly. Okay, and now Neeze just going to be looking for a nice way to be able to land here, nice way to be able to interrupt all the pressure being dealt onto Acno.
Beautiful.
But Acno just eating that stomp sider, and that stock is gone. Is Neeze going to be soon to follow? Yes, he will, as Godly connects it, but that one doesn't KO.
I almost thought that inlight from Blaze, like, I don't think he meant to hit Godly with it, but when he sent Godly over, I almost expected Godly to go for the edge guard. Given that he had hammer, I expected like a fast fall recovery to come out. Great follow-up with the side air. Great save Leave with the spear toss to completely interrupt the momentum from Acno's GC side sig.
If I'm Acno, I'm a little bit annoyed at that, but you know what? Okay, we got Blaze's stock off anyways. Can we get Godly's here too in a second? Neeze a little bit too late with that end sig. Not going to be able to connect it quite yet. You get the end light. The side light kind of ends up interrupting it. Godly is still hanging on to it until Neeze goes out there, throws some hands, Rayman off stage, and closes out that stock.
Godly ripped that axe recovery, and Neeze was so smart. He was so smart to stay away from it so he didn't get hit, because that could have been bad. That could have caught the bottom side, spiking him down. All of a sudden, we have a different game. Acno just barely touching.
Yeah, Acno able to touch, but not going to be enough to get back onto the stage. Acno just eating that side sig. That stock is gone. Blaze's weapon gets knocked off, though, and Neeze heavily committing to that ground pound. Eats that sider, weapon tosses just to get Blaze off of him, and picks up the spear. There is a chance, Sparky. There is a chance you can do something if you find any way to get a center stage.
It's absolutely winnable here, just barely missing that neutral signature. It's starting to wind down. More and more damage is being added up on Neeze, and now we have double axes, so DI is a potential here with that inlight that comes out, but the weapon toss follow-up from Godly, and they take game 2 by the skin of their teeth.
Ew. Those two simultaneous headlights on either side of you, that was an awful position to be inside.
You're between a rock and a rock.
Yeah, those are 2 rocks.
Right there.
Both of which sharp and can be lethal. So not great. Not great for Neeze to be in that position. But you know what? Neeze hung in there the best that he possibly could. Yeah, that was really, really difficult to actually land against both Blaze and Godly. They were occupying the ground. They were constantly juggling. They made sure that he had no room to be able to land throughout an N6 steal a stock. They gave him no space, Sparky.
And something interesting, people have been talking about like EU2's gameplay today on the Twitter timeline. Oh, nice neutral sig. And talking about the Axe gameplay in particular. And specifically with Godly, aside from getting knocked out there 20 seconds into this game, this is looking amazing for the blue team, but he's, like last game, mostly focused on hammer. 403 damage compared to 150 on the axe. So he's like a hammer-focused Taros player, which is rare.
I do not often say this, but I really hope that I was wrong when I said that this was going to be Godly and Blaze all day long today, because this is the kind of competition that I want to see, because right now they are doing so well.
This could be really bad for Godly. It's still potentially bad. No, okay, Neeze kept his eyes on Blaze. Wasn't super tunnel vision. There's the D-Light ground pound. They still find the stock anyway.
Acno right now just trying to juggle Blaze here. Blaze hanging in there, able to drift using that recovery. Okay, keeping up the struggle, able to get a downer, able to get a neutral against his own teammate. We are seeing axes swinging. D-Light able to connect there. Acno continuing to just safely land over and over again, stalling as long as possible until Neeze gets back onto the stage.
Godly trying to do his best to shark around a little bit here. He's been spending a lot of time over on that wall. I don't know if he's trying to bait someone over there so we can go for cheeky hammer gameplay over on the edge. Oh, the downer from Acno! He still has enough to get back. Saved that unarmed recovery as long as he possibly could. Final stocks all around for the red team.
That was unfortunate friendly fire. He ended up getting both him, his teammate, excuse me, and his, oh my gosh, Neeze with the ground pound too. Doesn't make it back on, but that is okay because you took Godly out of the game. You have officially made this a 2v1, my friend, and look at what you get as a result.
Oh, you almost got it, Dara!
Almost did, not quite though. At the moment though, Blaze, so deep into the damn.
Okay. All right, brother. All right, Neeze. I see you, brother. I see you. Okay.
Ground pound.
Do you like ground pound? Okay.
Do you like ground pound? I guess that's like kind of cute, right? Where it's like, you know, if you dodge in, I'll spike you with, you know, spear ground pound. It was cool.
Look at this combo.
It was kind of cool.
Beautiful. Ready to go with gauntlets and unarmed. There's the D-Light ground pound sending down. Neutral sig goes up. Neeze chase dodging up to get as far up as he could. Even with that, okay, there's the D-Light into the ground pound. That's an interesting choice there. I think that's like that's a full confidence choice. Dara, we have the Godly swap onto Rayman. I was wondering if we were going to get to see a legend swap from Godly today. I didn't know what it was going to be. I thought he just might go over back to the Wu Shang, because Lord knows we've seen Wu Shang after Wu Shang after Wu Shang today.
We've seen it. We've seen it not just today, many days before as well. But let's see how this switch ends up playing out. At the moment though, Blaze also, Blaze actually going to be on the Olgrim now, no longer the Brent. Okay, so they're getting a little bit serious here.
I mean, I would certainly hope so. They're down 1-2 in this set, and Blaze is going to pick up the first KO of the match. About 35 seconds into this one, and Godly finds the second one with an axe side air shortly after that.
Okay, Godly just being nice and patient, getting back onto the stage here, able to get the GCD light into the recovery. Neeze, unfortunately, not enough to be able to take it. The GCD sig is just going to give Blaze excellent time to come in there and whiff punish Neeze for it. Neeze, oh boy.
Oh, Acno, he's so smart! Acno's too nasty! Man, my eyes were on Neeze, and I was like, oh, Neeze, you're about to get cooked, brother. And then, boom, in comes Acno with the giant fists. Incredible timing.
The levels layers that, because it's like, you know, whenever you see Wushang charge D-Sig, you're like, I will whiff punish you today. And then you tunnel vision it, you want it, you know how guaranteed this punishes. And then you forget that you're not in ones, but you're in twos. And there is somebody else for you to worry about simultaneously. Look at my pretty little scarf. And now all of a sudden, blue team, Neeze is on his last stock, so he's got to be careful here. Acno is putting in some damage against Blaze. Godly is going up all the way against Neeze. And Acno also knocked down to his last stock. Red team, 4 stocks to 2, excuse me. Neeze going to be stuck off stage, having a duel with Godly, and Neeze comes out on top.
Let's see what they can do in the meantime, and it's not going to be anything for the blue team as Neeze is taken out by Blaze. We have a 1v2, Acno all by his lonesome. This is gonna be a tough one,
This
Dara.
is what happens to people that are by themselves.
Yeah.
They get, you know, attacked by axe and gauntlets, and they take a lot of damage. Neeze jumping off stage, gonna be looking for the down air, but honestly, I don't really know how you can make this happen. Axe and light at the ledge, so difficult to punish, so disjointed. You eat that D-Sig, and you eat that stock. That is gonna be game number 4 going to the red team, and we're now gonna be going into game 5.
I would not have predicted a game 5 here. I really would not have.
I would have predicted a 3-up.
I probably would have gone that direction, maybe a 3-1. No. Maybe.
If we feel like, you know, generous.
Yeah.
Apparently not generous enough for this today. So game 5. Again, I really want to be wrong about my initial very biased statement in the beginning of the block where I was like, yeah, this is going to be all Blaze and all Godly. However, Blaze seems to be a lot more comfortable on that Ulgrim this game around. He was edge guarding. He was able to close really, really well. He was just able to threaten people, get up in their face and say, what, you want to dodge? Nope. My sider covers everything that you possibly thought was safe. Blaze and Godly, they're getting so much damage off of each other. I want to see what game 5 has for us.
I want to be, I'm cool being right. I want to be right. I'd like to be right that Godly and Blaze come out on top.
Oh, okay.
I would love that because I am now on board with Godly's attempt to go undefeated this year. Godly's my GOAT. He's been my GOAT for a minute. I want to see him go undefeated this year.
You want to see the perfect. You want to see the indomitable Godly. And right now, we're not seeing any other switches, so this is going to be the final game of Winners Finals. And everybody is scrapping with axes at the center stage. Acno coming in, the huge sider, weapon toss, and goes for the GC pivot end light. Not going to actually connect, but the ground pound. What just happened?
I hope Duke is watching right now because see, Blaze does it too. Blaze ground pounds off stage and KOs his teammate too. And he's one of the best twos players in the entire world.
Well, you know what? At least he was able to also get Acno stock off. So
I would have done that too.
Oh, but Blaze gonna be losing a stock off the top here. Neeze is the one stock tanking. Spear on hand. How do you land gently?
Godly's getting cooked. This is so scary for the red team here because he still has not fallen. The D-Sig from Blaze, the attempt to finally take the stock away from Neeze, did not make a connection. The N-Sig from Neeze comes out. He's putting Blaze further and further into the orange, closer and closer to red. Godly still trying to hang on as best as he can.
Neeze able to get that side light neutral, chase dodging up and gets the recovery too, Sparky.
This
that
is
was
so
ridiculous.
Scary.
That was so scary. And all of a sudden, Neeze is still on the first stock.
I don't know how
he's
doing it. Today is a great day for Neeze, and not even just this game, not even just because he's this deep in tournament. He's been playing phenomenally all day. There's the weapon toss from Acno. He's playing a little bit elusive right now. He's just kind of acting as bait. And now it seems like the red team's starting to get a little bit wise to that. Blaze is punishing when he can, but he's also like making himself known around Neeze, who they only just now got minute 47 into this game.
There's only 3 words that can be said here, which is clutch or kick. Right, that is what needs to happen. We're in game 5, we're in Winners Finals. Acno knocked down to his last stock here. This is where red team can make something happen. Do not count out Godly and Blaze. As good of a lead as blue team may have had, you cannot count them out. Look at the comeback that they're making so far.
I don't know. I just saw Godly with a sidelight nair. I don't know. I'm feeling about this red team.
It's a difficult combo.
It's
tough
okay.
For all
right. Well, who are you, an Axe player? Get out of here. We're not taking that Axe propaganda.
Well, at the moment, we're definitely dishing it. Blaze left weaponless. The weapon just despawned, and he wasn't able to pick it up in time. Okay, Acno and lighting the wrong direction, coming back here, but the axe on hand, looking for that side sig. And what an amazing Enlight interruption. Godly so deep into the red. Blaze even deeper, and
He's
the
done.
D-sig is going to close it out. Godly, I don't think you got this one.
I don't think he does either.
Oh.
He's good. I don't think he's as good. Not against a Acno and Neeze that are playing all the way to game 5 here against Blaze and Godly, but also who have such a lead. There's the D-Sig. The victory move that Godly used in a previous game was now used by Acno to clutch it out. Take that game, take that set, guaranteed top 2.